Hello everyone and welcome back to more Imperator Rome. I'm Normulator and this is our Rise of Sicily campaign. Thank you so much for joining me. I do so much appreciate it. So let's get you caught up on where we are now. So I allowed, I don't know, maybe 6-8 years or something like that to go by since our last video. Try to get our aggressive expansion down to a number that we could more feasibly manage, particularly since we're about to do some more expanding aggressively. So that's kind of what I've basically been doing. I just allowed some time to go by. I got my troops into place. I actually went and grabbed another 16 stack of horses just because, you know, we got a massive economy. I actually spent maybe 4,000 or 5,000 on buildings. I went down through here and just spent a fortune on buildings to upgrade, just to make our economies a little bit stronger. We are still making tons of money, which is nice, even while paying for our armies. Army maintenance is up over 45 now, but not too bad. Our manpower is almost at 1,500 a month. That's insane. Just think every month we can make a 15 stack and no problem. And the money to do it with. So that's pretty good. Now we do have a lot of military power. You're like, why aren't you spending it? Well, I went through and took a look at our military traditions, and basically there's two places I could go. I could go down here to heavy infantry discipline, or I could come down here to light cavalry morale. Those are the only two that are really going to have a significant impact on the game the rest of the way. In either case, it would take a long time to get there. So I could go ahead and go 800, and then spend another 1,200 on the next one. And that would get me Trireme offense, meh, and the cavalry skirmish, which isn't particularly strong unless you're like running just like straight up cavalry. So that would cost me like 2,000 right there, and then I'd be down to not having enough to buy anymore, and I'd still have to get all the way down to here, which is another 3 more. So I'm significant ways from ever possibly getting that. The best way to do it is to just get your techs up and reduce the price every time. So if I can get another tech, then the price will go down again, and eventually try to just spend as little as possible on them and get maybe 3 or 4 more all at the same time. So as much as it's, you know, a crazy amount of military, it's not going to make any difference to the game to spend it now, so why bother? When it comes to Omen power, we are at almost 200%. We've had a couple of random events. There was a Olive Blessing one that gave us another 5%, and I think there's 2 that are giving us, Closed Temples, I believe, is giving us a bonus as well. So Closed Temples as well. So we're up 193%. So what our Omen, when we take an Omen here, we can get almost 10% discipline. We're about to go to war, even though we're probably going to crush the war super hard. It might be worth grabbing it just to make it go that much faster, that much more cleaner. That's a possibility. The other thing we could do is just continue to push our aggressive expansion down. If we can get the lower we can get it now, the better we're off we're going to be when we go to take stuff. Because ultimately, we're going to, hopefully, if we can, make this guy a feudatory and take all this. But if it's possible to do that, and come down here and take this from Macedon all in one foul swoop, I don't know if that's even remotely possible. But we do have a war goal, so that'll make things a lot cheaper. So I'm thinking that's a possibility as well. So either one of those is good. Obviously, 20% research points almost. That's fantastic. When you're at 193.4% Omen power, these things get super powerful. I think that the war is going to be an absolute demolishing of them. So I'm going to go ahead and take aggressive expansion again, just to help bring this down as super fast as we can. The other thing I wanted to show you real quick in the military traditions, just so I did decide, by the way, that I'm going to go to light cavalry morale. And I wanted to take a look at our stats to show you why. So we're at 15% discipline and 5.61 morale due to our various things. We could obviously get that much higher if we had that, if we threw on our, if we had taken the 10% discipline, or sorry, 10% morale from our Omen. But anyway. So that's our baseline discipline is only 15%. And then when you come down here and take a look, we have our heavy infantry and our light cavalry. So we're up to 25% discipline on our heavy infantry, and we also have a 10% morale boost. So they have 25 and 10. And then when you come down here to our hippies, we have 20% discipline, which is good. It's pretty close, you know. And then we also have the 15% offense and defense, which is fantastic. And so it was a decision about getting these guys more discipline or getting these guys more morale. And I feel like I would like to get these guys just a morale boost, and that makes the most sense. So that in that case, it would mean not going down to infantry discipline and getting them another 10%, but coming down here to get a boost to the morale, which we're currently at 0 bonus to, right? So if we can get down there, this is kind of the one I want to get to. But again, like I said, it's going to be a ways away. Inventions wise, we do have some civic power boosted up here. I'm saving my oratory just in case we need to make some claims and stuff at some point. We obviously make it extremely slowly because our leader sucks at the moment. So siege engineers, it's a possibility. I was thinking about grabbing that just to make sieges go just a touch faster when we're trying to blow through this war here. Army weight modifier is always great in order to help save on manpower, but of course we make so much manpower. Is it really worth it? Retreat delay, that's nothing really big. We have civic tech investment. I was thinking about starting to get some of these small investment ones just because there are ahead of time penalties on investments are absolutely absurd at this point. We are what do we look at? In here. Where is it? Ahead of time penalty. Isn't it in here somewhere? I know it's in here somewhere. Here it is here. Ahead of time penalty, 150%. 113 years. We're paying such a massive ahead of time penalty at this point. Any little bit could possibly help. So starting to get some of these plus 5%ers could actually be quite good. So tribute income, we don't really need the money. Diplomatic reputation, not all that significant of an impact on the game at this point. So yeah, there's religious tech investment and there's the civic tech investment. I'm thinking about starting to get some of those, but first thing I want to do is make sure we got the siege engineers. We'll take a look at what we got here. Army weight modifier, delay. Okay, nothing in there I really care about. Let's go ahead and grab the civic tech investment. National tribes and output, not worried about. And I'm going to go to the religious one as well. That's the Brotherhood, Army morale recovery. Okay, so that's some of that there. We're good here. I think we're all good on our powers. Looks like we need a governor in here, apparently. Okay, for this. Okay. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab our governor. We had a couple good ones. I had to actually install a governor a little while ago, and we had a couple good options here. We can grab some more research points, which is always nice. There's 2 research points ones. I don't have anyone that has both scholar and polymath, unfortunately. It'd be nice to have that, but I looked and looked and looked and couldn't find one that had both. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and pick one. I'm not going to take the one that has 10 because this guy could be valuable to do other things at some point as far as finesse is concerned. So let's just grab the one here, this lady here. And I didn't do that right. Boom. And boom. There we go. Now you are installed. We could also get some trade routes. That's another thing I should probably do is take some time to put some trade routes into a whole bunch more of our provinces and stuff and start to improve some of our outputs and things like that. So definitely possibilities. No concerns about the rest of this stuff. So I think we can just move past that. And I think we should get on to the war. I think that's what I think we should do. So let's go ahead and jump in here like this. Declare war. Now Macedon's going to take over. Like I said, we have our Casus Belli on these guys. And the hope is that we can make these guys a feudatory because we have the Casus Belli. I think that might be the reason why I had trouble getting feudatories on these guys, because I was doing the superiority war goal and taking the hits. So we do have the Casus Belli. Let's see how this goes. Macedon's going to take over. They are going to potentially bring in the Seleucid Empire. I'm not really worried about the Seleucid Empire. The worst case scenario, they can maybe buy some mercs and stuff like that. But whatever. We're going to take them on. We've got our buddies here to come help. So let's see just how big a slaughter we can make this. Okay, so delay here. There we go. So what I want to do is, just before we get started here, is go ahead and get people moving to the right spots. I want you... Yeah, this is... Oh, yeah, this guy going here. What? Won't let me go there. Oh, because this is a fort. I won't let me walk away from the fort. Gotcha. You know what? I'm actually going to make... I'm going to have this guy come be here, and then this guy go to here, actually, because this is my 10. I was thinking I had my 10 down here, but I must have moved him. So this guy's going to go to here. These 16 are going to sit here and protect in case something comes in. We'll have enough guys to come help. And then these guys are actually... I have these guys in the wrong spot, too. If those guys go to there, and those guys go to there. These guys here. These guys to there. Change my mind. Let's go like that. You guys come here. And then we'll have these 4 groups come in here and then work north to Pella. Those guys are protecting. I have these guys standing on this hill at this passage. So if there's any Macedonian troops down here, they have to come through me, essentially. Unless they were to come through here, which I guess is a possibility as well. So I think I have everybody on the move and going in the right directions. So I'm going to go ahead and press play and see what happens. Oh shoot, sorry. I meant to split those guys up. Something like that. Oh, war happened? I didn't even know it. Oh, that's down here. What's happening? Oh, I need to... Oh, pause. These guys... God, I hate the delays. There we go. I'm going to hold a triumph and get this guy popularity and loyalty up. His loyalty had dipped. I didn't even realize it. He's 69 years old. Is he doing that? There we go. So these guys came in here. And... Pause. Whoa, 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 whoa. Force march. We've got so many things going on here, I'm not working as fast as I should. What's the situation? Oh, this is our level 10 general. They already had one fight. We are unfortunately... They have a... We are taking, unfortunately, both a river and a hill bonus because it's their fort. They get credit for it until we seized it. So this is a big hit. We need that. We need that to go better quickly if we could. Let me go like this and like this with those guys while we're on pause. I just want to make sure we're organized, which we are kind of not. We have an 11k stack here. We're gonna have to attack onto the forest now. Not a particularly strong mix. Let me get this filled up, and we'll hit that as hard as we can. Those guys are moving into the proper positions there. You guys, These guys are going to run back here somewhere. You know what I should actually be doing? Is kind of following them is what I should be doing. So, because they're going to come back in here somewhere and then stop on being on the run, and then they can do whatever they want. So let's just track them, actually. And move, and hopefully we get troops in here before it's over. There we go. We are now in much better shape. We are taking, obviously, the hits, but we can just get some rolls. We'll be alright. Got a pretty decent roll there. Another nice roll there, and overall, can't complain too much about that. Let me have you go to there. Nope, you don't want to. It only wants to go back to there where it came from. I want you guys to go there. Let's turn off that. You go back there as well. Let's go this way. I kind of want to hit these guys. When I'm able to go hit them on the farm, that'd be really nice. Is anybody here not on force march? Let's go like that. We don't want the horses to get there first, so let's go like that. And then the horses go to here. Things are going good here. We started the siege. This is going okay here. They're on the run. They have a 1K stack running into our land somewhere. You are going to continue to track them. Okay, let's go ahead and let it run. Shoot. Damn it. Okay. 43,000. They went and hired 31K stack of mercs. If they just did that, though, we should be able to have a... Okay, let's do this. Let's go ahead and hit him. Yowzer. It's going to be quite the rumble. But they're starting off with such low morale, it's going to actually work out quite well for us. Because that was a merc stack. So, it's a tight battle. We're not killing them because they do have a... Well, they just brought a whole bunch more people. But overall, we'll win it here eventually. Pause. I just realized that we don't have enough troops here. Let me take this stack in. You guys are here. Taking a pretty big hit there. Continue to move in that direction. There's actually a war. These guys were at war with these guys, so this is kind of... funny things happening there. So that war is over. It was a pretty tight battle. What I would like to do is get organized. Everybody comes off that so we can get our morale back. And I'd like, if we could... Right. Let's go there. These guys are coming in here. I'd actually think about financial situation? We're losing money. They got 1,000. I would actually consider having these guys move into this side, so we basically have the capital surrounded for support if needed. I'm actually going to walk those guys all the way there, and these guys all the way to here, and these guys to there. Maybe not. That's fine. 16 thou there. Need to get this one back up and running. Yeah, here. Okay, nothing we want. Okay, let's go ahead and keep running. These guys are on the run. Those guys have just started their run. These guys are on their way to help as well. I'd like those guys to not be able... Oh! Pause. A 1k stack wipe. Pause. Enemy captured. It looks like what's going to happen here is these guys who are on the run are going to come in. I actually need to go ahead. In one day we get a morale tick, and then I'm going to put them on force march. Right, there's the morale tick for these guys. Now I'm going to put them on force march, and force march. There we go. The 14k stack up in there, just kind of hiding away. Those guys are in position to fly. That's good. Force march, just in case. I want to win that for sure. And you guys over here. This is going to be a fight here, which should be a really nice hit. Yep, stuff. Pause. Once again, it's time to move out. You guys can... Nope. You guys are going to there. You guys are going to there. You have to go back there. And I did that wrong. You guys are staying here. The 44k stack sitting there on the run with no morale. That's hills. Let's have those guys run to there. I need to get this over with so we can siege it down. The faster we get this all sieged and get it all taken care of, if you will, the better. I feel like I can bring these guys down because this here, there's no way they're going to get anything in to hit this now other than small things. So this and this is good. I'm going to move this guy down here to have an eye out and protect these guys. Let's see, it's there. He's protecting him. Or at least let's move him through. This could be useful. It comes in front of the travel chief. That's fine. I was just thinking, these guys are at low morale and they're on farms. Why not just go hit them? That's fine. That's fine. They're trapped up there anyway. Siege 1. That's fantastic. And we're going to move through here and siege down the rest of this land. That siege is done. We've got this one over. Okay. We're in good shape. I'm going to end it here. That's the... we're a little bit over our time. I keep trying to make these 20 minutes, and I get a little bit over. A lot of min-maxing here. When I come back, we will be ready to... Oh, one more thing I want to show you guys. I completely forgot. These guys here, we went and improved relations on these guys. As you can see. And that I did that in order to allow us to begin integration. That guy's going to take about 8 years. This guy is going to take about 9 years. And I also did this guy here. Start integration, 11 years. Boom. Just like that. So those guys will be good. We'll start to do stuff like that over here as well eventually. And of course, the reason why I remember that is that we're going to make these guys a feudatory, which we're going to eventually absorb as well. Of course, we'll keep our aggressive expansion down by making them a feudatory first. Then we'll get the relations up, and then we'll integrate them. And but that's all in the future. For now, thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you next time.